Yeah, no, he certainly brings a certain skill set that every side needs. That's for sure. And when you have them, they certainly make life a lot easier for the rest of the playing group. That's for sure.
Did you expect him to have the sort of impact he would have first up after 3 months off?
Yeah, he's a good experienced player. He looks after himself, and we just saw the impact he had when he was with the team for the first, whatever it was, the games we'd won. And as I said, you sort of expect that of good, experienced halves that do well. And it was good for him and Connor to play together, because obviously there's always been talk about who's going to be 5'8", and we sort of say ourselves we don't know, but him and Connor have only played 3 games together really for 3 wins, because he kind of come off after the Roosters game after only about 10 minutes, so he didn't really get to play together that day. So that was good for that combination to get to play together again as well, and good for Connor to be able to have Junior on the field. It helps his game.
Are you happy after that win? You feel maybe won by more than made that 9 errors?
Look, any time you win, you got to be happy. Whether you're a side that's a developing side that's gone through, like we had a player make his debut today, Nick Meaney. He's one of the only debutants at the club in the past couple of years that's made his debut and won. So any time you win, you got to have an element of happiness. Did we play the last 15 minutes? We bit like boneheads in the last 15 minutes, weren't we? But it's been 10 weeks since, or 12 weeks since Junior's played, and the reality is the couple of games we won, we sort of won pretty well. And the games where we were right in the battle, we were generally the side behind. We weren't the side that was in front, so we generally were a little bit more after points. And so we haven't really been in that situation for a while. So it's going to be a good learning curve, hopefully, for the team again, because I said the first time Junior's been back, he kicks the ball so well. First time we've been in a situation where that second half was quite a good arm wrestle, and when we did lead by the small margin, that sort of latter part of the game, we could have certainly done things a lot smarter, which I would expect after going through what we went through. I'm sure the guys can adapt to a few little things they could do a little better. Daniel's for the switches sort of flicked for Daniel. I can't sit here, and I've coached Daniel now for a while, but he come into the year and he come off a big shoulder eco, and he started the year slow and he was a bit up and down, but his last 3 performances he's played like I would expect him to play, which is I expect a bit more of Daniel. I'm probably a bit harder on Daniel than I probably should be sometimes, all for his own reasons though. But Daniel's a player who I've got a lot of faith to get to a very high level, and again tonight he showed why as a club we have got a lot of faith in him, and he's definitely a kid that can help move us in the right direction. Yeah, it was more blurred on the eye because he got a hip in the head, so it wasn't a small knock, not anything I don't think that we're too worried about from a concussion point of view. It was more that he had the blurry eye and couldn't see, so but his form's been good, Sione, the last 6 weeks. He seems to have found his path again, which is good.
Are you expecting Caleb back next week?
I'd be doubtful. If it was a grand final, you'd probably say yes, but he's too important for the club's long term and his own future to be risking him with a hamstring at this stage. I'd be surprised if he made next week. As I said, he'd probably be touch and go, but I'd be surprised. We're not going to certainly push him at this stage. Yeah.
The form of Nick's game, does that make that decision a bit easier?
Yeah, look, Nick had some really good stuff, and he had some stuff when he watched the things that he can get away with in reserve grade, which he probably watched 1 or 2 things out tonight when you got Hayne and Bevan French and Jennings and these blokes. There's certain things that in reserve grade you can have a little play off and you might get away with, and he'll see that and think, well, shit, I can't do that at this level, where reserve grade the standard's so far apart. But what we got from Nick was what we expected. He's a young kid who's progressed through, as I said during the week, he's played good in 20s for a whole year, he's played good in reserve grade for a whole year, and his progression is what you'd like all young kids to have. He hasn't been in any hurry to get to first grade. He doesn't have a manager or a set of parents pushing him that he should be doing this or he's going to do that. He's just proved and just pushed along nice and slow like you would like all young kids, and he showed that tonight with a good solid performance in what was in that second half in particular quite a fast game. So he's a young player that's obviously we're going to lose, but along the way he might help us win a couple of games, which is pleasing.
How did you feel, Mitch? Control, mate?
Yeah, mate, it was good to get back out there. Felt a bit rusty early, just getting back in the groove, but I think Brownie nailed it. Had eight games without a win, or it's been a while, so winning becomes a habit, and a bit nervous at the end there, but it's just good to get a win, and especially on our home ground, in front of a crowd that turns up every week.
Do you feel like that penalty goal with 20 to go could be the deciding factor, and that might be enough to hold them out?
It's not something you think about at that time. With 20 minutes to go, only 2 points up, you're still open to a real game, but it got us over the line tonight. So I thought some of the scramble D was really good. We lost a few early tackles, but all in the second half, I thought we scrambled really well. They threw everything they could at us, and I thought Jared Hayne had a really good game, and some of their key players, their forwards were coming off the back fence there late in the game. So we didn't beat any easy beats tonight. I thought Parramatta played really well, and like I said, winning's a habit, and we got another win.
Junior, some of their forwards were coming off the back fence straight at you as well.
Yeah.
At what stage of the game early on, did you go take a hit, or at what stage did you feel like, I'm fine, there's no dramas, or were you confident going in?
No, I was just, I wouldn't have played, and the coaches wouldn't have put me in if I wasn't confident. So, I don't go in with that thought in the game. But there's one tackle late there where one of the boys came off the back fence. I kind of got caught a bit and was a little bit nervous, but all was good.
Danny Levi, just before you go, Danny Levi's performance, Brownie?
Your story got him in form, I reckon, Baz. Look, Danny's. I think it was Danny's best game for the club since I've been here. To Danny's credit, he's had his little setbacks along the way, which some he certainly needed for his own sake. And Danny's worked really hard on becoming a better team player, and that's what's starting to show in his game now. And I think the guys would have appreciated what he did for other people tonight, and that's something that Denny's had to work really hard. But I thought it was definitely his best performance since I've been at the club.